In response to the recent report by the newsmen in the United Kingdom, which revealed the presence of added sugars in baby formulas and cereals marketed in African countries, the National Action on Sugar Reduction has protested in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, urging NAFDAC, the regulatory body responsible for Food and Drug Administration in Nigeria, to take urgent action to prevent the circulation of such products. According to the investigation conducted by the organization, revealed that one variant of Cerelac sold in Nigeria contains as much as 6.8 grams of sugar per serving, a stark contrast to formulations available in Europe, where baby formulas typically contain no added sugar whatsoever.
NAFDAC is the agency that regulates all kinds of foods and drinks in Nigeria, making sure that they're of certain standards. And so it's a shock to us that baby foods can come into the country laced with sugar. Meanwhile, the same kind of baby foods in other parts of the world, in Europe or UK, for instance, have no sugar. In fact, a certain variety of Cerelac has about 6.8 kilograms of sugar per serving. And these are what children consume, and we are worried about the health of these children. We notice that these days you have a lot of children dying from childhood diabetes. You notice young adults having stroke, having hypertension. This can be traced to the kinds of food they start eating in their formative years up to adulthood. So we believe that NAFDAC has a lot of role to play in regulating what kind of food comes into the country, what these children eat, and in the long run how it impacts on their health. So that's why we are bringing this to NAFDAC. In Nigeria, 29% of most deaths are from communicable diseases. Diabetes, cancer, hypertension, and sugar is a very big culprit in these diseases. And so we are very, very particular about this cause, and we feel that it's something NAFDAC has to look into.
The World Health Organization, on their part, has condemned this discrepancy, labeling it a double standard in product manufacturing and distribution. The advocacy organizations expressed grave concern over the potential health implications for children.
Want to hit that WHO standard, and that is when we will begin to see actual changes in people's consumption styles. And so, but unfortunately, for now, even the 10 naira per liter tax has been suspended, and we are still campaigning for it to come back, and even come back stronger. 20% is what we are looking at. But this new development, also seeing that baby food has sugar, we see it as a new avenue for us to keep pushing our advocacy. It doesn't have to be just one way. So when we see other areas where high sugar consumption is a culprit in our daily lives that can affect our life in any way, we seize that opportunity to keep pushing for the advocacy.
This is as Nigeria has suffered high and burden of non-communicable diseases, with height rate of 29% of deaths attributed to the diseases. They said that the introduction of high sugar foods into children's diets not only exacerbates the risk of childhood obesity, but also fosters unhealthy dietary habits that can persist into adulthood, contributing to the burden of NCDs.